Hello, this is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for Capricorn, January, mid-month, 2021. Oop, I already saw one flip. Did you guys see that? Right? They're all supposed to be going one way. So let me see what happened here. Flip. Two flipped? There they are. See them? All right. So first card, or a couple cards, we have the Five of Swords. We have the King of Swords. Ooh. Let's see. I have music playing, so I gotta make sure. Sorry, guys, I really enjoy the music, but I guess you have to have the rights for it, and I don't have that. So let's keep going. Capricorn, January. January. Okay, let's see. Let's get some cards going. I guess these days I've been kind of just pulling all the cards out. 9. Oh, I think that one wants to come out. Judgment. Okay, let's keep going. I might need a new deck. They're kind of... Maybe I feel like if I put baby powder on them or something, maybe that'll help. Kind of shuffle them out. Air them out. Because they're getting a little on the sticky, and I think it's because they're old. I want to say this is one of my first decks. Here we go. We have the Two of Swords. Man, you got a lot of swords right now. You got 3, so there's a lot of stuff on your mind. What's going on here? Let's see. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. The mind. The mind. What's going on? Center card for Capricorn universe. Let's see what your... Ooh, one just came out. I was just about to say, what's Capricorn, like your core, your center? And then this one came out. The Knight of Cups. That's what it's about. It's about amor. All right, let's keep going. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's get a couple more out. So, I feel like that's your center, the Knight of Cups. So, all these swords, maybe you're having some difficulties in communication with a love partner, somebody that you're caring for. Oh, something just flipped, I think. God, I saw something do like an acrobat thing. I guess not. I really think this strength card wanted to come out, so I'll continue and see. Oh, it did. There it is. I didn't notice that. Okay. All right, great. We have the Nine of Cups. 3 more cards for Capricorn. So it's almost like I look at the Judgment card and I feel like there's like a reality kicking in for you. Oh, okay. We have, man, another sword. Ace of Swords. Wow. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 swords. There's a lot on the mind. Maybe your heart. Maybe like ruling your world, or it's just getting tough. I'm looking at this card feeling that like it's getting tougher to rule, like, you know, you're having to go into battle just to kind of rule, you know, like have control of your life. There's a reality, something coming in that's kind of helping you to kind of come to terms and understand yourself better. Another swords. Wow. One more card. There's a lot on your mind. Last card. 2 flipped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down. I'm going to take the top one, and I'm actually going to move this one and just kind of see what it is. We have, excuse me, we have, is it the 5 of Wands? And we're going to kind of, and the 10 of Wands. We're just going to put that to the side. Yeah, okay, let's start. I'm just looking at that 10 of Wands to kind of give me more of a vibe. Your center, though, is the Knight of Cups. So I feel like, even though I don't see a lot of, like, how can I explain this? I don't see like maybe drama between two people. But I see like there's kind of like this anguish going on. That's kind of how I want to word it. Like you have this anguish going on. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles, oh, excuse me, the 5 of Swords. So I feel like even though this feels victorious in this card, and maybe you feel somewhat victorious, it's been a long, hard road. And it's not easy. And it hasn't been easy. I'm looking at this back image, and I see you in the front, and I'm feeling like it hasn't been easy. You know? Like maybe, again, like I feel like when I look at the second card, I feel like ruling your world just hasn't been easy. Like ruling your world, ruling your life, you know, like a king or a queen out there, like, you know, ruling your world is just not, it's been rough. It's been rough for Capricorn. The Judgment card, I feel as if there's a blessing, though, in some of this, because it's kind of like you're having to come to terms with some difficult, not like decisions, but it's more like difficult just looking at your life and your world. It's the Judgment card is about like just really starting to begin to understand yourself better, and maybe the battle it is that it's been to be you in your life and to rule your world, you know, like it just hasn't been easy, you know. But Judgment here is kind of saying like, I think you're getting a greater understanding of yourself and all the battles that you've had to deal with, all the troubles, all that you've had to given up and have to give, to manage. And here you are as the King of Swords. And it's funny because sometimes when I look at the King of Swords, I don't want to start negative like on it or anything, but you know, it's a King of Swords, so there's a lot going on. But I just feel, I mean, it could go into a negative twist sometimes, you know. But here it's not like that. Here it's more like I just kind of have more, I'm more sympathetic, because I feel like, again, like you're kind of having to deal and look at your past and how tough it's been, but that you've kind of, you know, survived it, but still it hasn't been easy. You didn't become the King of Swords overnight, you know, it wasn't all given to you. And again, that's why I kind of feel sympathetic for you in the sense that I kind of have a better understanding of you, Capricorn. And the Judgment card is about like just kind of, it's almost like a gift, the Judgment card being given to you. It's kind of like, okay, so right, I don't know if you're religious or not, but I'm just trying to say as an example. It's kind of like God kind of like just kind of landing this card in front of you. Like say you were walking and this card just came out of the air and just landed there, and you pick it up and you're like, where the hell did this come from, right? And you're like, you're looking around, nobody's around. You're like, how the hell did this show up for me? What does it mean? And I feel like it's a sign from above or from any of the people that you worship, that you have respect for, you know. I feel like it's a sign kind of from the gods, you know. Like letting you know that they're aware of everything that you've done and sacrificed. That's kind of what it feels like. A long time ago, I'm going to tell you quick because I'm going on way too long on some of these videos, but a long time ago, I was walking down my driveway and I looked down and I found one earring. So I pick it up, right? And it's a Buddha earring, like a Buddha. And nobody's around. Nobody came over. At the time I lived in a home, so it's not like just random cars pull up. And it was one Buddha earring. And I thought, where the hell did this come from? But it was a sign. It was a sign. And I really felt it. I was like, where, like that's what I'm saying. It's like this with this card for you guys. And I felt at that time, at that moment, like, wow, I felt cared for. And I felt like it was a sign just telling me to hang in there. And if I'm in the struggle, just to keep going because they're keeping an eye out for me. And I feel that with this judgment card for you. Okay? Oh my God, my eyes want to start crying. Okay. Whew. Let's go. Keep going. So the Two of Swords. Now I'm starting to think that perhaps maybe there's like a relationship and there's a bit of a battle or a bit of differences going on. Your energy in the center is the Knight of Cups. And I feel like, you're wanting to be loved. You're wanting to be cared for. You're wanting to be acknowledged. You want companionship. You want loyalty. You want to win. You want to be happy. You want to have everything, You want what everybody wants. So it's nothing unnatural, right? Everybody wants that. I don't care who they say they are. And the Two of Swords kind of explains to me that you're having maybe this battle in the mind, even physical, right? With another person. And maybe you're hurting because it's not easy to be in the battle. It could be a verbal battle. It could be a mind game battle. But it's certainly stressful. And all you want is to be loved. Honestly, I mean, like respected, cared for. And you want the things that other people want. You want to be in this joyous moment, right? And yet you have to deal with the battle. So let's go down. Okay, so let me explain. The Nine of Cups is a really great card. And it follows the Knight of Cups. So I feel though, even though we're going to move on to some cards and they're not as pleasant, I feel that, again, with the Judgment card next to you on this card, I feel like your Nine of Cups isn't far. And you have to keep going in the battle. Like whatever that sounds like to you, whatever that looks like, the battle of life, the struggle. But you've got to continue the struggle to find love, maybe to be respected. You've got to stay in this game because it's there. It's all there for you to get. It's all there for you to receive. And timing might be part of this. So let's go to the Ace. Well, we know timing has a lot to do with it, but Ace of Swords. So I think you want things now. And you're wanting to take action now. And maybe you have a plan, but you're unsure of it. You're uneasy about this plan because it could cause more trouble, more ruckus. maybe more battles. Sorry about that. Really sorry about that. So, I apologize. Okay, so then, so maybe you have this mind, this idea, going on, but it could cause problems and stressing you out because you're not maybe sure to do it. Maybe if we're talking about lovers, right? People that are engaging in a relationship, a romantic relationship, maybe there's differences here going on. And I feel like somebody here is avoiding the other person. This row has the King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, which I find is like your energy, and then you have the Nine of Swords, and you have two different sexes here. So in this reading, of course, sometimes it just doesn't work that way, but I'm just saying it could be guy, guy, girl, girl, and still we have a relationship, of course. So, but that's kind of telling me that there is like a battle. I keep saying battle. I feel like there is differences going on. Maybe this is about Capricorn looking at the other person more realistically and maybe seeing that that person isn't the partner for you. And also it could be about that there's, yeah, that like there's battles going on. There's differences here. And I think you want to take this plan of action. You're a you're a little worried, right? If it's going to kind of work out for you. And it seems to me like you need to be a little careful about maybe what you're thinking about doing. Maybe you have to test the waters a little bit, slowly. If you're thinking like you don't want to have more struggle with the other person. And I feel like avoiding a person isn't a good idea if there's someone here, but it's also understanding to give them their space. So perhaps the language has to be calmer. The energy that you send out or that they're sending you, right? Because this could be about the other person a lot in this reading. Maybe their energy is very intrusive and very heavy handed. And so maybe it's about people here finding equal footing and finding language and energy that both can kind of come to in the center calmly, and to have that love and that respect instead of being in the differences. Choose to be together calmly. Now let's see, because there are, looks like, pending problems going on between you two or between people here. Could be a group of people that are having problems. Maybe, for example, two people care for each other and maybe the family doesn't like the partner, is not willing to accept the partner. So there's tension, and that brings tension onto the relationship. Maybe it's like your friends are not happy with the people you've picked or the relationships that you have, and it brings on problems. It brings on stress. It's like there's something going on here that's very obvious, and somebody here is not seeing it. I'm not even saying like cheating. I'm saying that there's something else here. I don't think it's like cheating. I just feel like it's something else. I mean, oh my gosh. I apologize. Okay, I apologize. It's that ring thing, and people are moving in on on the other side, and they're kind of walking by. I apologize. I'll try to see if I can fix that. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if it's like a cheating thing. It feels more like there's differences. I mean, I'll look at this in that mode and see what I see. But back to this, I feel like this is more about the differences between people. And just, I feel like Capricorn just really wants to be loved and respected, you know? I just really feel like that's what's going on here. So these last cards, it's like you have something on your mind and you kind of, I don't know if it's going to be the right time to do it because you seem to be worried about it, or somebody else here is feeling tense over it. And it doesn't seem to be something that might achieve anything. And it might just cause more problems. Let's see. I'm going to pull two more cards out. So maybe you could re-look at what your thoughts are, your plan of attack, and use that experience to kind of view your situation with clear eyes. Maybe there's something here that is swaying you and changing your balance, and maybe taking you off balance, into off balance. Two more cards. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Two cards for Capricorn. What are these? Two more cards. Kind of give me some more info so I can kind of... Okay, wow, I asked for two cards. I think I got them. So we have the Five of Cups and the Sun. So I just feel like, again, I feel like this is about some people just having... They're coming from two different directions and not understanding each other. And somebody here might be more spiteful and more hard-headed and more aggressive in nature than the other. But these parties are definitely not getting along well. And it seems like whatever this action is to kind of wanting to take place about an action, like your thoughts, I feel like, I don't know if it's a good idea again, because it seems to bring on more tension for the other partner. And it might cause more tension. It might create more of a problem for you. When really, I'm thinking that perhaps the parties are both just really sad. Like both parties kind of want to fix this and be happy. I think people here want to fix this, even though there's so many swords. Like this one's really about being worried, you know? This is about people just kind of not seeing eye to eye, someone not seeing something. This one is about taking action straight through the mind, you know? And here with the King of Swords, I just don't feel like it's, I don't know, just next to you with the Judgment, I don't feel like the person is all out of control in a dangerous form. I feel more like this is about people wanting to come together and they don't know how. They don't know how to connect. And however this sounds, it's like, I know that you want happiness and respect, and you want the joys of life. So you want to take action, but you're worried that it might cause more problems. And maybe maybe the action that someone here is thinking about is like moving on, changing situations in an environment, and maybe that there's concern about how others will see it. So that's kind of what I'm seeing too. But the reality here is that Capricorn wants to be just happy. People here, wherever the odds are here, the differences, it feels to me like everybody wants to try to make this work. It's just they don't know how to make it work. They want to maybe end this tension and battle and problems and the sadness, and they want to be happy. So I think you are just looking to be happy. And in January, maybe there's just a situation that's been ongoing. And I feel like it hits Capricorn because Capricorn's heart is affected here. And Capricorn just wants to kind of find that common ground and that peaceful knowledge that everything is going to be fine. And so you have all these swords, or not a ton, but you have swords here, and they're kind of, they have this, I don't know if it's just heaviness, because it almost sounds like that's too heavy to say, but it's almost like saying there's people here that are not agreeing again, and you just really wanting to fix it, but I don't think you know how. You don't know how to fix this. You want to fix it. And you might have an idea. Maybe you want to communicate to the other party something. Or maybe they want to communicate to you. But maybe they're afraid. Yeah. So that's a switch. Where they're afraid that maybe if there's effort, that maybe it'll just bring up the past and the problems and the sadness. And really, I think everybody here just wants the sun. I think everybody's just trying to achieve this and kind of move on, if it means together or apart. But I feel like these people want to come together and not be apart. Okay, so that's what I see. I'm going to leave it there because I just don't know. Like, I don't want to get into something else when I feel like this reading is kind of more settled, and I feel like it has roots, and like, I don't know if there's a whole, if I look in here, I might find like something about cheating. I don't know. Maybe there's a thought here that someone was cheating, and that brought up the tension. Here I go. So that's bringing up the tension. That there's thoughts that somebody was cheating. I don't know if there really was. I don't feel like there was cheating going on. Maybe there was just socializing, and it looked like it. Maybe the beginnings of something, but I don't think it went all the way. It might have caused a problem between Capricorn and somebody, but I don't think it went all the way. I don't see that energy. That's why I didn't want to push it, because it's like I don't see a whole bunch of like cheating energy here. I just feel more like if there is a path here where I could say, yes, also there was a possibility that people had communication. They were starting to interact. Wanting to have a good time, maybe kind of receive some energy, And that's what caused all this tension and sadness, the fighting. Maybe somebody here wants to repair something. But I just don't think, I don't know. I don't know if it was like a full-on, it could have just been more like communication. And maybe somebody here found out that somebody was already having communication with another person. And that kind of caused this tension, this disturbance between two people. And it even involved other people in the story here. Okay, so that's kind of something else that I do see. I don't see full-on cheating, though. I feel like somebody, like maybe Capricorn, just, or whoever the other person is, just wanted to get out and have some fun, like feel free a bit, be happy, not feel so weighted down by the battle, the conflicts, and the tension of life. Maybe the other partner, it's sometimes things just get tense, and sometimes people are looking for an expression to get out some energy. I don't think that if there was another person, if two people were interacting outside of a partnership, I don't think anything was happening. I think it was just more about getting some feedback, some energy. So what does that mean? Well, that means that still, though, right, something could happen. But I feel like it kind of went to a halt here. Whatever it is, it went to a halt. So that's another way to look at this, okay? And then, of course, we say the halt because, I see the swords, the battle, the idea, the problems, the sadness, and it really just everybody wanting to be at peace and be happy again, So maybe you guys can kind of send me an energy there. Let me know on the notes and tell me which one you guys were. Okay, so I'm Fuel the Soul, and this was your reading for Capricorn, January, mid-month. And I wanted to ask if you could please put a like on these videos if you're liking them. They're really helping me out. I actually got like 15 viewers on the last month, and I was pretty excited about that. Really excited. So, small potatoes. So, and if you haven't subscribe if you're liking these types of videos. I'm Fuel the Soul, and I want to wish you all the best, Capricorn. I will see you in February. Bye.